Please don't talk about me when I'm gone. Oh honey, though our friendship ceases from now on. Please don't talk about me when I'm gone. Oh honey, though our friendship ceases from now on.
Hey, what is going on everyone, this is Wicked and today I'll make an extended review and walkthrough of LightROM for Samsung Galaxy S8, S8 Plus and Note 8. This is actually a kind of a S9 port for these devices mentioned earlier, having some of the most important features like GoodLock, which is a new way to customize stock Samsung firmware, camera app with 3D emoji working, and many more I'll get through during this overview. But now we'll need to take care of the installation procedure, so without further ado, let's get wicked. You'll definitely need TWRP in order to install this ROM, so if you're new to this, check the video in the card section how to install it. Now, I always recommend making a backup before flashing any ROM, so in case you don't like it, you can easily restore your previous one back without any hassle. If you're coming from a previous version of LightROM, the wiping process up next is optional, but since I'm coming from Note8, I'll make a factory reset before attempting to install this ROM. The developer of this ROM, Yash92Duster, said that this ROM was mainly built at people's request, and he included so many things inside of it, some of them were already able to be noticed into a ROM installer. You can choose whichever app you want to be installed. I went for every single one for testing purposes so that we make sure everything works correctly. Also, you can opt for having the camera with the S9 user interface, some sound modes, and there's the option to remap even the Bixby button to whichever action you prefer. You can also opt between different custom sound modes, 2 black themes, and many other app modes and features. Finally, there is an option to install a custom kernel, and I would advise you to choose Mad Max Advanced for Galaxy S8, S8 Plus or Note 8, depending on which device you're installing this ROM on. After the installation is finished, you're safe to reboot your device. Take in mind that the first booting process may take some time. Okay, so I successfully booted up LightROM and I'm ready to configure it completely. I went for a custom black theme at first, but then I noticed it wasn't really what I expected, so I turned it back to stock white, the default Samsung theme. I think I can get Substratum to work and install the sweet black theme, but ain't gonna do that for now. I want to test this ROM exactly how it is, so I did configure it completely, and as you can notice, even from the lock screen, things start to look pretty different, having the Infinity Wallpapers feature installed. In order to access all of them, you'll need to get into the Samsung theme store, and here you'll notice a bunch of them, with some of the most unique colors. And since we're here, into the lock screen section, I need to tell you, Video Lockscreen Wallpaper is also available here. As you can notice, they look spectacular, and that's such a beautiful feature I can't get enough of. It looks absolutely marvelous, such a great opportunity to have it running on this ROM. We'll get back to the lock screen customization later on because man, there's tons of other options to choose from into GoodLock app. Now, let's take a look at maybe one of the most important new working feature. I'm talking about the S9 user interface camera app. You can notice how it's different compared to the stock one for the Galaxy S8 or S8 Plus. Everything is more accessible, the camera and video modes are easy scrollable from left to right. Took a couple of photos and an UHD video to see if it works and couldn't find any problems with it. There is also a new camera-based working feature, and that's the 3D emoji, which you'll find into the stickers tab. You're able to download a couple of them from the store. I went for Mickey Mouse and I have to say I'm impressed. From what I've noticed, it is not that close to the iOS Animoji, but it still looks awesome and credible. Let's talk about the GoodLock app now. It is one of the most controversial apps, since most of these features were already developed by some developers on the S8 or S8 Plus ROM control apps, and now Samsung kinda took a chance and reproduced some of them into their own app named GoodLock. I don't even know where they got this name from, doesn't have anything to do with what it actually does though. Anyways, in this app, you're able to customize so many things, and let's start with the lock screen. You can add your desired new style and start to play with it. You can choose between some default wallpapers or you can set it one by yourself from your gallery. What I did notice is the new placement of all the stuff we used to see onto the lock screen before. like the clock, the notification, the text, and so on and so forth. You can easily change between some default clock styles, and also you can hide kinda all the features from the lock screen, including the clock, the help text, notifications, status bar, status icon, and the music controller. I have to say I'm pretty impressed with this. Finally, Samsung decides that locking a device out of customizing features is not a good idea. I have hope that firstly, this app is gonna change its name. I mean, that's the most useless name I've ever seen on an app. And I also hope that they're gonna include other little and advanced features in the future. For now, it's such a great idea to port it into this LightROM. Moving on, we noticed other useless names on the way. Quick Start is up next. Quick Start. Damn. Why not quick settings, quick options, status bar tweaks? I don't know, but quick start. What the actual f***, Samsung? Here, you're kinda restricted on modifying the colors of your quick toggles. You can't change the notification ones, they will still be white, so I'm kinda disappointed here. The only things you can customize is the background color, which should be a light one, since the text won't be visible on a dark one. Great job, Samsung again. You can also change the on-off color of the quick setting styles, mainly the accents colors. And that's pretty much it about the coloring. Of course, you can add a dimming effect along with a blur effect. I wonder where did they get that from. Simple indicator is a section where you're ready to enable or disable specific status bar icons like the mobile data, alarm, volume, battery, and so on and so forth. It would have been great if we could change the color of them, but yeah, that's pretty much it in here. And the one new feature I haven't really seen yet is the new Task Manager, which this time was kinda named properly as Task Changer. As you can see, there are 5 default scrolling effects which I'll be going through in the video right now. Some of them look really nice, I have to admit, but in my perspective, since I got used to the vertical one, this kinda feels like they copied the iOS one and added some effects. I don't have a problem with that though, it looks pretty neat overall. Routines is a new quick way to change the state of your device depending on one specific action. Let's say that when I want to record a YouTube video, the sound mode should be off, should be set to silent. I set that to activate right when I enter the Adaway app for testing purposes, and as you can notice in the notification bar, it just works fine. I think this feature does have some great functionality and I feel like it is going to be used a lot in the future. It is pretty much a small version of Tasker from Google Play Store. And the last but not the least section is the clock face you may be already familiar with. I actually dived even deeper into the always on display and found out that I can set up a GIF as the wallpaper, which is an absolutely brilliant idea. Just take a look on how cute this little cat plays on my AOD. This ROM may not have a custom ROM control app, but with GoodLock app and Substratum Team Engine, it may get pretty customizable if you ask me. Another feature ported and included in this ROM is the Edge Touch, which will work as a touchscreen blocker for your palm, actually for the side of it if you're holding the device with. Sometimes I accidentally interact with the touchscreen of my S8 and this app will adjust it by using 3 default profiles or by letting me to set the one it fits my hand the best. I think you're already familiar with the Edge Lightning Plus, I reviewed it so many months ago, it still looks cool no matter what effect, color, transparency or width you use. Another Note feature this time is the Air command. On the Galaxy S8 or S8 Plus, most of the features won't work without the S Pen, but the live message does. I also reviewed live messages, check the cards section for a more in-depth look of them. One Hand Operation app will let you control the app you're using mostly with gestures, going back and forth. S-Secure will let you lock and hide some apps from unknown people and also protect your Wi-Fi. I cover mostly all the features of this ROM, but now it's time to see if it's any good performance-wise. Regarding gaming performance, it behaved pretty well into the most unoptimized game on the planet, PUBG. I was so concentrated that I forgot to focus the camera, but I hadn't experienced huge lag spikes during the gameplay. It went pretty damn smooth. Regarding the battery life, I started this mega review at 89% and here after 1 hour and 45 minutes of heavy usage, I'm at 54%. That means 23.3% loss per hour, which is an average status. This was pretty much my review of LightROM, which in my perspective wasn't that light at all, with tons of brand new customization options and mods and a stable and fast user interface. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed my review. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and activate the bell icon so that you'll be notified with all my uploads. I'm Wicked and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Let's Get Wicked and on Google Plus at Wicked is here. If you like my video, don't forget to press that thumbs up button, and why not support me on Patreon, links in the description. As always, until next time, take care. Wicked is out, bye bye.